As you take the first steps towards preserving your fertility so that one day you can have a child or a sibling, have you considered who owns your embryos? You might think that you do, but did you know that as the genetic father or non-genetic partner, you don't actually own your own embryos? In terms of South African law, ownership of the embryos vests with the recipient. This means that your partner, who will carry the child, or in the case of a surrogacy, your surrogate mother, owns your embryos. You're happily in love, so why think about this? But what if you separate? Something unforeseen like death or incapacitation happens to you or your partner, or if a substantial amount of time passes since the gametes or embryos have been frozen. What will happen to your embryos or gametes in that case? Can you still use them to have a child or a sibling? It might sound a bit unusual, but it's important to decide what will happen with the remaining frozen gametes or embryos while you're taking these first steps. With a Gamete Disposition Declaration or Embryo Disposition Agreement, both of which are legal agreements seen as advanced life directives, you regulate ownership in your gametes and embryos, together with the right to who may use your gametes or embryos if you or your partner are no longer able to give your informed consent. As such, this legal disposition sets out what happens to your frozen sperm, eggs, or embryos, and allows you to use them should one of life's unexpected occurrences, like death or incapacitation, happen to you or your partner. Without a legal disposition in place, you or your partner will no longer have the freedom to decide and will be forced to go to court if you want to use your frozen embryos or partner's gametes at a later stage. So where to start? Fill in your details below and Fertility Law will provide you with access to the relevant questionnaire and help you finalize the relevant disposition. Don't wait. Take the first step in securing your ability to use the frozen sperm, eggs, or embryos.